Hey everybody, Tyler here, and welcome back to my channel where I share my stories, tips, and tricks about being a part-time reseller. Now, I want to put a little disclaimer in here. Porch pickup is not for everybody. It's not necessarily for you if you're in a bad neighborhood. You really need to assess what you're selling, where you live, and how comfortable you are with whatever it is that you're looking to sell or leave out front of the house. Because there's always the risk that someone's just going to come and snag it while the other buyer is waiting to come pick it up, or the buyer themselves is going to steal it from you. So always remember, if you are going to do a porch pickup, there is always the risk of it being stolen. Do not sell anything on porch pickup that you're not comfortable losing. Now, me personally, I've been doing porch pickups on and off for years. I'm very comfortable with it. It really boils down to what it is you're selling. I'm certainly not going to be leaving an iPhone out in my mailbox for somebody to come pick up. That's worth several $100s. Now, what would work great for a porch pickup? Small little knick-knacky items, video games. My general rule is if it's less than 20 bucks, I don't mind doing a porch pickup, so long as it's small enough where I can leave it outside discreetly. I can either put it in my mailbox and the person can come by, open my mailbox, take it out, put the cash in there, and jet. Ultimately, it saves a lot of time and it's really convenient. I don't have to worry if someone wants to come at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. If they're working a night shift and they can't make it till 1 or 2 a.m., I can help cater to them by saying, hey, I'll put it in the mailbox tonight before I go to bed. Swing on by when you're done your shift. Just drop the 10 or 15 bucks in the mailbox. The game will be in there for you. Just shoot me a message when you leave. And at least that way I know that you've picked it up and that I could expect the money to be there. Now what this does, it does open up the possibility for a lot more quicker and more easy sales. To try to arrange for a local pickup, whether it is you want them to come to your house, or if you're looking to go out and meet somebody somewhere, try to arrange a time with somebody, because everyone else has their own busy lives, to do a local pickup at a coffee shop or a gas station. One of you is going to be inconvenienced. Either they're going to be driving all the way out at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night during dinner time when they're available to pick it up on their way home from work, and maybe you're working, maybe you don't have the time, maybe you have other plans. Mailbox pickup, for me, at least in my life and with what I'm doing, is very convenient and very easy. Again, I've been doing it for years and I have never once, knock on wood, had anybody steal anything or not leave the money. Everything's always been gravy. I've never had an issue as a seller, but I have had an issue as a buyer. Fast forward to today, and I just experienced my first issue doing a porch pickup as a buyer. Now, yesterday I was browsing Facebook Marketplace like I always do, and I came across someone who's moving out and they're selling a bunch of their stuff. Now, what I did see was a small stack of computer games, PC games from the mid-90s. She wanted $5 for all of them. Before I even looked up comps on eBay, having played them myself, I know the value of these games. I know they're worth a lot more than the $5 that she is asking. So what do? I immediately shoot her a message on Facebook Marketplace. Is this still available? She promptly replies, yes, I still have it. One of the PlayStation 3 games sold, but the computer games are still here. Great, that's exactly what I wanted. I could care less about the PS3 game. It was just a hockey game. It's worth nothing to me anyways. I would have literally just thrown it into a bin to go to a thrift store. I wanted those computer games. So I arranged a porch pickup with her last night. I said, look, I can be there tomorrow morning around 8:30 in the morning on my way to my first call. Whether you're going to be home or not, I can easily do a porch pickup. Just leave them in a bag on the front door and I'll come and I'll drop the cash under the mat or whatever it is for you. She said, great, that's awesome. I love it. No problem. So she left them out front for me. I went there and at 8:30 I went and I picked them up. So I scoop up the bag and I take it to my truck and I take a look, and it was these guys right here. The Command & Conquer Domination Pack Red Alert, original Red Alert. Red Alert 2. And Yuri's Revenge Red Alert 2 expansion pack, all for PC, all from, gosh, this one was 2001. Red Alert 2, there's no date on it because I know it's pre-2001 because there's an ad on the back for something coming in 2001. And then the Command & Conquer expansion pack, again, I remember playing these when I was a teenager and before, so like it was a long time ago. So they're old. I know that they carry well on eBay, and so I take them to my truck and I pop them open. Now, me knowing what this is, there's 3 games in here, but Red Alert is 2 discs because there's 2 different factions in the game. So I'm expecting to see 4 discs in this one, 2 discs in this one, and a single disc in this one. So I hop in the truck. First thing I open up was the expansion pack, and lo and behold, there's 3 discs in it. So my first thought was, shit. So I then proceeded to open up the second one, the 2 disc Red Alert. I open it up and what do I find? but the missing disc for the first pack, great, awesome, but it was the only thing in that case. So this 2-disc game is empty. And then open up the third one, expansion. This thing's in here, mint condition, fantastic, great, no problem. So what do I do next? Well, I pull out my phone, I shoot her a message on Messenger, said, hey, I picked up the games. Thank you for leaving them out for me. I left the $5 there for you. And then I also left her a business card as well. And I said, but it's missing 2 discs. One of the games is empty. There was a disc in there, but it was the wrong disc. Now, her selling these games, she doesn't know. I mean, she's an older lady. These were her sons. Her son moved out years ago. They've just been rotting in the basement. She figured she'd get a couple bucks on the marketplace, which is why she's selling them so cheap. So essentially, when she looked through the cases, she saw 3 games in the first one, so it should be 3 discs. 1 game, 1 disc, 1 game, 1 disc. Lo and behold, she didn't realize that the domination pack was 4 discs. This was supposed to be 2, this is supposed to be 1. So there's actually supposed to be 7 discs when there's actually only 5. So I told her, look, it's missing this one completely. I found the other ones, they were just kind of mixed up a little bit. She shoots back immediately. I am so sorry, I didn't know, oh my goodness. I'll leave the money out for you, please just come back and take it. You can keep the games. That's a really nice thing as a seller, because she could just be saying, oh, well, you should have checked them, screw you. But she was really nice, she was really apologetic, she owned her mistake, and she offered to give me my money back. I had already gone to Timmy's, I've gotten a coffee, I had to get to my next call here. It wasn't really worth me driving the extra 10 minutes to go back to pick up $5, especially because even though this disc is empty, I know this is gonna net me a profit, and so's this on eBay. So it's not bothering me in a sense where I lost out on a game which could have been worth maybe 15-20 bucks. Me driving all the way back to get my $5 back isn't really worth it. Now if she ever comes across that game, she's gonna message me and then I can at least get that. I didn't bother going back. It's not really worth the trip. Plus, because I've already left her a business card for my window cleaning company, I'm using this as a chance to network as well. Maybe she'll feel bad when she moves and call me to come clean her windows, so it may turn out in the better for me. But alas, that's kind of the risk that you're gonna get when you're doing a porch pickup, especially if they're not home, is that I was silly, I left the money before I even checked, where you can always check first and then leave the money, but I drove all the way out there and I'm gonna get value for it anyway, so I decided to just keep everything and just let her keep the $5. But there's always that risk. If you are doing a porch pickup from somebody, make sure everything's there. Check it before you leave the money. If they are home, try messaging them instead of knocking, because a lot of times people will arrange porch pickup because they don't want to deal with the human interactions. Maybe they're busy on the phone taking care of little kids, maybe their kids are sleeping. You never know why someone might want to do a porch pickup. I have my reasons and I'm comfortable doing it. I'm comfortable buying and selling as porch pickup. Like I said, I do it all the time. But, you know, maybe it's right for you. Maybe it's good for you. Take the assessment, really look at what you are selling, who your buyer is going to be, and make a judgment call based on that. If you're going to be selling, you know, phones and electronic, you don't want to be doing porch pickup because there's a high risk of theft. But if you're selling kids clothing or toys, or, you know, video games, something where it's only a couple bucks and, you know, you're only a couple dollars into it, and if someone really had the gall to come to your house and steal it, they're better off with it than you are. Like I said, you know, you are also telling strangers where you live. Me as a registered business owner, like, my address is out there anyways, so people are gonna find me regardless. So I don't mind. I do it safely. I protect myself at home anyways. So again, you know, if porch pickup's right for you, try it. I mean, if you do it already, let me know. I'm curious to see who else does porch pickup outside my general area, because I know a lot of people around here do it, but people watching this video, I mean, you guys are all over the place. So leave a comment below. Let me know where you are and if you feel comfortable doing porch pickup in your area, because maybe that'll help others if they're kind of on the fence about it as well. So if you're down in Dallas or over in Pittsburgh and you feel that is not safe in your area, or it is safe, someone else watching this video from your area may be on the fence about it too. So yeah, leave a comment down there for somebody else, and just for me to know as well. I'm curious if you do porch pickup and if you're comfortable with it. So again, guys, that's my story. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. It's a cold one out today, so I'm about to head outside to go clean some windows. But guys, stay hustling. I hope everybody's staying warm, and by all means, always check your Facebook marketplaces. Always check your local marketplaces. You never know what's gonna pop up. Thumbs up if you liked the video. If you learned something today, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, have a good day.